Hey guys, this is Gabriel Lorenzi, creator of the blog Grupo Dicas, one of the biggest travel blogs in the world, and today I am here to tell you how to travel cheaply to Las Vegas, how to save the most in your whole trip, airfare, lodging, transportation, cell phone chips, travel insurance, tickets, shows, tours, food, sporting, you name it, everything you need to know in order to travel to Las Vegas as cheaply as possible, guys. So guys, don't forget to give us a like and subscribe to the channel because that helps us a lot, and buckle up. Well, being very honest with you, it's a little more expensive to travel to the whole United States. The dollar has gone up a lot in the last few years. There was the pandemic, several factors that make traveling more expensive, but you can always save a lot of money on many cool things. So I made this very complete video here for you to put together your whole trip, paying the cheapest possible on everything and saving money. The first tip is the most important one, the one that will influence the budget of your whole trip, is the season. The month you're going to travel there. If you go during the high season months, which are June, July, August, which is summer, there are pub bars, people go there more, and December is also more expensive because it's the end of the year. Fairs in the beginning of January, the spring break also, see the week that's in March or April, it happens during the year. One week is called spring break or American summer. Take a look at it, it gets really crowded. The rest of the year is much cheaper than during this high season, so this already makes the price of everything drop and you start planning your trip. You already save a lot not going in the high seasons because they are way more expensive. Now, the airline tickets, the first item that you will book for your trip. There's no way to save so much, there's no way to escape this cost you have to buy, there's no way. There are not many direct flights to Las Vegas. Almost no country has direct flights there except from flights from the United States, so you probably have to take a layover usually to Los Angeles. There are some other cities, but the most common is to stop in Los Angeles and then you go to Las Vegas. That's why many people do the California and Las Vegas trip together, because you're already in the same place. You can go to Los Angeles round trip, take the flight to Los Angeles, which is cheaper, it's a more economical option, and there you rent the car and take the beautiful drive to Las Vegas through the desert. We have already done it. It's about 4 hours, so there are options for you to save money with the plane ticket too. Do some research, take a good look, but you can always save a little bit. Some tips: one way that we use a lot is to search in all the airlines. You don't have to go to each company sites. There are sites that are very good. One that we use, I'll even leave the link here in the description below in the video, and in the comments we will also leave fixed all the links that I'll mention here for you. One of them is an airfare comparator. You enter there, type your destination, and it shows you all the companies, all the routes. Then you can compare. Keep searching, search for different dates. Sometimes there is a different one of the day, there is a promotion, you get a better price, you search a lot, and this site helps a lot because it searches all of them directly and gets very good prices. We like it a lot, and here are some quick tips. Try to get the flights from Monday to Thursday that are usually cheaper than the weekend ones, and also the flights during the day, because everybody wants the night flight because you travel and arrive at your destination in the morning, you already go to your hotel, it's much easier. So try to use these parameters because you will definitely save a lot of money on your airfare on these details. And now let's talk about the lodging. Even though Las Vegas is very luxurious, it has those sensational hotels on the Strip, which is the main avenue. The amount of hotels is absurd. It's one of the places that has the most hotels in the world, so this makes the price cheaper because there is a lot of hotel supply. There are a lot of hotels looking for clients, so they lower the price and they want you to play in the casinos, spend your money there, so the hotels tends to be cheaper in the other cities in the United States. So When it comes to lodging, you can save a little bit. There was one hotel that we stayed in very cheaply. I'll leave the link here below in the description of the video and in the comments. There was a very cheap one that we stayed in. There was another one that was a little bit better. There was another one that was very good. I'll explain it all. Take a look. There are cheap and well located options for you to choose for you to stay. And another important tip to save money that applies to any city in the world, especially the more touristy ones, is to book in advance. People, the sooner you book, the cheaper you pay at the hotel. This is the tourism market system. There is no way. And the weeks go by, the rooms are booked, the hotel's system automatically increases the price of the rooms that are missing. So the cheapest ones go away and the others become more expensive. Sometimes in a matter of a week, you see the prices skyrocket. We have already experienced this, so the sooner you make a reservation, the sooner you can do it, because you will save money. A cool tip, we like to use a site that's a hotel search engine, which is the largest hotel search engine in the world. Surely you know it too. We use it a lot because it has a free cancellation system with almost all the hotels. This is great. We use this strategy. We are going to travel and the day is already set. We go to the site, we search, we see the prices, we like a hotel, we book it. It's quick, it's super easy. If later on when it gets closer we want to change the hotel or neighborhood or even cancel the trip, go to another city, you can cancel it at no cost with a click. It's very fast, so this helps a lot. Check it out, it's very good. And here below in the description of the video, in the comments, I'll also leave the link to the custom map that I created within this searcher, which already has the best region for you to locate yourself and the best hotels. Then look for the cheapest ones, see the prices, and I'll also leave the hotels that we stayed in there, which I thought were very good. Good price, good location. Take a look at them. They are all linked in this site. Take a look, see the prices, but in advance, from our experience, it's the key to save money on your lodging for every city in the world. Now talking about the tours, Las Vegas has a lot of free stuff to do, a lot. On the Strip, which is the main avenue, for example, I'll give you a quick example. The Bellagio has the dancing water show that takes place every half an hour every day for free. It's a sensational show, it's beautiful. There is also the Marriott Hotel next door. There is the volcano that explodes, they do a musical. There are several things on the Strip itself, free shows, you can walk around. The Strip is huge. It's only one avenue, but it's a gigantic avenue. It's very big. You are at the hotel, you look at the map to go from one place to another until you arrive at this hotel. You will walk a lot. The dimension there is a big deal. It feels like you are in a giant land, and each hotel has several attractions. Each hotel is themed. You can go into all the hotels, explore the lounge, the restaurants. They have all the attractions. It's very cool, so you can walk around without spending a cent. But of course, the best attractions, the coolest ones, you have to buy a ticket. There is the Grand Canyon Tour, which is sensational. There are more than 6 Cirque du Soleil shows in Las Vegas that are incredible. It's a surreal deal. There are many nice tours and attractions for you to see, but our tip is buy in advance, not on the spot. It's always more expensive. You will pay IOF on the international transaction. You will have to wait in line. There are several items that do not make it an advantage to buy there, so you buy in advance. You buy in advance, you will pay cheaper. There is a site that we found out that's American, but anyone in the world can buy there. It has very good prices, cheaper than any other site we researched it. We found them years ago. We only buy from them. It's a very good site. It's an official Vegas site. Take a look. I'll leave the link here below for you in the description of the video and also in the comments for you to access. There you have the tours, everything, the shows. Magic shows are very cool. There are several options. Take a look, buy in advance, and you will save a little bit. But try to go to at least one Cirque du Soleil show. It's worth it for those who want to spend a little bit more and have a comfort, a VIP experience. There are also companies that do this service. They book you a box. They book you in a box on the main pub bars, in the main nightclubs, limousine rides, the bus party, very VIP things, a very nice experience for those who want a little bit more. If you want to have this kind of interest, there is an agency that we have already already met there and we became very good friends with them. I'll leave it here below too in the description. Take a look, talk to them. They are really good people. They organize bachelor parties, bachelorette parties, everything. Take a look with them, but it's for those who have a little bit of financial comfort and are not looking to save at all costs, but it's worth it. It's all a great and nice experience. And in Vegas, you need your cell phone working. The internet signal, you can't get it if you go with your regular SIM card, so you need to have your chip working there to go to places, to use the GPS information, communicate, send pictures, look up addresses. In short, there's no way you can survive much there without your cell phone and the internet on your cell phone working. Nowadays, to travel anywhere abroad, you need to activate the international roaming with your operator, which you already have the account for in your country. It's usually much more expensive. This option is very expensive. Some operators sometimes make some promotions that are worth it, but most of them are expensive. It's more expensive, it's a headache. So what everybody does, and it's very nice, you buy a prepaid international chip, a chip that's sold only for your trip. You will buy it with a company that has a signal working in the whole United States. They deliver it to you by email very quickly. It's the eSIM, which is an electronic chip. It's a virtual chip. You buy it with them over the internet and they send you an email with a QR code and you install the chip on your cell phone. When you get there, you can easily use the internet. It's very important anywhere you go, anywhere you're going to travel abroad, not to go without the internet working, because you may have some trouble. There is one that we use a lot. We have been using it for years. You can use it later for all your trips too. It's a very good chip. I'll also leave below in the description of the video and the comments the link to this chip. They are great, the service. You can ask questions there, go in the chat, ask what's the best plan for your cell phone, for your destination. That really help you. They really help you. There's an option that's a little bit cheaper to buy the chip on the spot. This option always exists. Actually, you pay a little bit cheaper, but we think it's better to travel already with the chip in hand, because until you get there, you buy the chip, you will spend 1 or 2 hours in the store to be attended, you have to speak English, you have to take an Uber, a cab to get to the place, you have an extra expense. In the end, the time you lose from the trip, in our opinion, it's not worth it. So we ended up choosing to travel with the chip working properly, and that's it. But if you want to save the most, you can buy the chip when you arrive. You just won't have the phone working when you arrive at the airport. You have to see exactly how you're going to get around, take an Uber, but then go to a store and buy the chip there. It's always an option if you want. If you want to spend less money, even then a little, it's worth it. Oh, and people, any questions you may have, send me and I'll really try to help. It's taking a few days because there are a lot of messages, but I really help. I like to help. It's even easier. Add me on Instagram at Pilorenzi. Send me a direct message with your travel question and I'll help you. And take the opportunity to follow us there, because we are always traveling around the world, showing our routine with the girls that are a blast. And now we are living in Orlando, so we are showing everything here. We even have our new channel. Check it out, subscribe, give us a hand. It's the Lorenzi Family channel. We show our daily life here in Orlando, the Disney parks, food, shopping, the girls here at home, us having fun, several cool things. Check it out, it's very cool. And food in Vegas in the fancy hotels is kind of expensive, so a tip: try to go to the cheaper hotels. Downtown Vegas is a very cool part. There's Fremont Street Experience, which is also free. It's a little center that has a street covered with canvas. It's another free option for you to visit. The hotels are older, cheaper, so there are cheaper options. Try some options like pizza delivery. Sometimes you can get it through the app, or in the Uber you can order a pizza. You will pay $10 for 2 people. That are cheaper options. There are no big markets. We didn't see many supermarkets, but there are grocery stores and CVs, Walgreens, which are the pharmacies that sell a lot of foods. In the pharmacy in the United States, they sell food too, and it's much cheaper. So the first day you arrive, look for a pharmacy, a CVs, Walgreens, pharmacy market, or whatever. Buy some snacks, protein bars, some things. You can save a lot by doing that. Everything in the hotel is very expensive, and in the tours too. Water, you already buy a package of water. Water in the hotel is $4. Some go as high as $5. On the tours, it's sometimes $6, $7. In pharmacies and markets, you pay 15 cents for the same water. So you buy that crate of little bottles of water, leave it at the hotel, and drink it from there. You take one in your bag, in your backpack. It's good for the things, right? This is a great saving even in the end, and the same goes for the booze. We and generally everybody who goes to Vegas Vegas, want to have some fun, drinks are expensive. At the club, you will pay $15 or $20 a shot, $12 a beer. The prices are high, so what we always do, first you go to a liquor store. There are many liquor stores around, buy a vodka, some other drinks, some other mix, and then you put in your minibar in your room, warm it up before going to the club, to the bar, to go down to the pool. And of course, before you get there, you have 1 or 2 drinks so you can manage better and not spend that fortune with several drinks. It's one of the ways to save money there, because as I said, the drinks can be very expensive inside the clubs. So you get your own drinks, you make your own drinks, you warm it up before you go, and then you are good to have fun. Another important item is transportation, how to get around in Vegas. As much as everything is kind of centralized on one avenue, there are other things that are further away, the outlets, the tours, even in Grand Canyon, some parts you can do by car. Hoover Dam, which is a beautiful dam. There are some nice tours that we think it's very nice to rent the car in Vegas. It helped us a lot, we liked it a lot. Some hotels, most of them at the time, had free parking, so you have to check the hotel if you're staying at. You don't pay to park your car. Some you have to, so you have to keep an eye on it so you don't spend so much. So most people who go to Vegas rent a car. It's not as expensive as people think. Of course, it's not cheap. If it got a little bit more expensive after the pandemic, I think, but it's a great option. If you're going to rent a car, don't rent it at the rental companies. The first thing is to book in advance. Don't leave it to be booked on the spot. For God's sake, when you get to the airport, it's double the price. They will stick the knife in and it will be much more expensive. It's absurd. Make a reservation beforehand. The sooner you can do it online, the cheaper you pay. And an extra tip, the best tip to save money with a car is to use the price comparator. I'll leave here below in the description of the video in the comments. It compares prices in all the best car rental companies and finds the best prices. It shows you all the options for the date. You can choose the cheapest car, the promotion, and the price is cheaper than at the car rental company if you go directly, because they are so big. They have such a strong negotiation that you end up saving a lot. Gasoline, you will practically not even need to fill up a tank because you don't drive a lot, at most 1 tank if you go for long walks, but the car ends up breaking the bank. It ends up being a good option, even more for those who go to California as well. That's what we did. You can use the car there later. For those who are not going to use the car, the Uber works very well, and so do cabs. The Uber is cheaper, it pays more, and there's also the transfer option. I'll even leave here below a site where you can buy the transfer. It's an option that's a private car for you, but it's cheaper than taxis and Uber. It's safer because they are trustworthy companies, where there you already have a person waiting for you when you leave the airport. He helps you with your bags and takes you to the hotel. This is this transfer. Take a look. It's good to have everything settled beforehand before you go on your trip. To save money on shopping, which everyone wants to do, inside the hotels, casinos, everything is more expensive. It's hard to get cheap stuff, promotions, good prices. So go to the malls, look for department stores. There's a very nice Ross, Marshalls on the strip that are very cheap things. They have very cheap clothes that are 2 very good outlets there in Las Vegas. We prefer the southern one, which is the south. There is the south and the north, each one on a different end of the strip. So they both have very good things, very cheap. So focus on the outlet in the department stores. And souvenirs in the hotels are a fortune. It's a very good step there, but it's logical. You want to take glasses, mugs, dies, several things from Vegas. A tip on the strip, you will see that there are several souvenir stores. They write their souvenirs, which are souvenirs. It's much cheaper there. We bought a cheap Vegas souvenir for $1, cups for $1, several items for only $1. So it's much cheaper than at the hotel. You have to search these things because you can get the same products but with a more cheaper price. And that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like it, please give us a like and subscribe to the channel, because that really helps us a lot. And be sure to watch the other videos that are very good. I'll leave here on the side the playlist that has all the other videos from Vegas for you to watch and enjoy. And that's it, guys. Thank you very much and have a nice